Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ruben and this is my little Grom. We're going to do a little bit of a departure from the normal Subi content today, and we're going to be working on this thing. I've had this Grom for just over a year now, and I've been learning to ride on it and also learning to work on bikes on it. Today we're going to do a couple of little things, little mods. We're going to do LED indicators. I'll show you where the flasher is for that. And we're going to chuck a new chain on it and a couple of other little bits and bobs. Regarding the chain, I'm going to give it a couple of little extra details specifically for the Grom for that, because as much as the videos online were of excellent help, especially Revzilla's workshop manual, that was a great video to start with, but I'm going to give you a few little extra specific details for the Grom to help you find a replacement if you're new to it as well. Right, so let's get into it. So when you're ordering these indicators online, you can actually get them pre-terminated with the correct Honda plug. So the front indicators on the Grom are a 3-wire. They've basically got a daytime running light. So super easy, already terminated, ready to go, chuck it in. Let's test. I like that. I wasn't actually expecting this to be a direct plug-in. I thought I'd have to do some more fiddling around to get these to fit. But it turns out the little rubber bases that I bought with these lights just literally go straight into the Grom. These are not even advertised for Grom, by the way. They're for like CB300 or something like that. So pretty stoked about that, to be honest. Nice. Not as flexible. So let's say not as drop resistant as the factory ones, but hopefully I won't be dropping it. I don't think you could get away with using this without the rubber part. It just wouldn't sit right. So yeah, when you're shopping online, definitely buy the ones that have got the rubber boot and the pre-terminated to the 3-pin. Yeah, these AliExpress ones they're a fit. It's not a really good fit, just a fit. Pray to the gods that they haven't got a different connector left and right. No. Click, good. Let's test it out. Ooh. Nice, nice. These are not, these are stainless fasteners, so they're not magnetic. That's handy. So I didn't actually expect these to have the right terminals in them, but they do, so sweet as. It's going to be a quick and easy install. I'm going to have to link these in the video for you guys, because it's pretty straightforward, pretty good install. I like this. One thing I really liked about this tail tidy was its simplicity. It's literally just a bent piece of alloy, not a whole lot going on. Unfortunately, typical AliExpress, these little brackets, it's just made out of such a super soft alloy that these little brackets are bent. I mean, that's straight-ish, yeah. But I might just have to come along and give it a good tweak every now and then, as people simply brush by it. That should do the trick. Now to fix that crimp. Pretty simple task crimping these. There is a proper crimper. I mean, this technically is the correct crimper to use for these crimps. It doesn't mean it's not a shit version of this tool. They make proper ratcheting ones which have dual action, and they've got a little dot, 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 dot sort of a way to identify to make sure that the crimp's been done correctly. But for the home DIY stuff, this is basically as good as it gets. Yeah. Not my finest work, but it will do. Now, to get all of this back on the bike. If you're doing this at home, that here is your relay. Well, not relay, sorry, that's your flasher. So I actually already replaced this with an LED flasher before. Pretty straightforward. There you go. So flasher for LED. So if you use the factory flasher, what happens is you'll go to indicate and you'll get the light just staying on, and it won't actually turn off. Even if you cancel the flash, it just stays on apparently, or something like that. So definitely before you do this, any LED indicator mod on a Grom, got to replace the flasher right there. Easy as that. Well, that was actually pretty quick and easy. I'm pretty stoked about that. Nice and bright. It would have been nice to go for the smoke lenses. I do kind of prefer the look, obviously. But I commute this as a daily, so visibility is actually quite important to me. Simple as that. So, cool. On to the next. yeah, look at that play. So the stock chain is not very durable. It's a good quality chain, it's a DID, but the problem is it's just their lowest entry-level non-O-ring chain. If you look up on their website, you'll see that they've got a durability index, and it scores the lowest point. It's like the entry-level 100 base point durability. Now I was considering going up to a 428 chain. There are conversion kits you can buy in America. The problem was I would have to get it shipped from America, and the particular company that sells the kit will not ship overseas. I had lined up to get it sent to a friend to bring back with him when they were flying back from the US, but in the end I ended up just getting another 420 chain from the local bike store. Now, so you can see why I'm replacing it. So the factory chain, this is only after about 5,000 kilometers or 3,000 miles. It's just the durability you get with your non-O-ring. One thing I wasn't expecting was how much thicker the links are on the replacement. So it's quite a bit heavier duty than the stock chain, which is nice. It's literally just what they had in stock at the local bike shop when I went up to Christchurch. It's made in Japan, so hopefully it's a good quality chain. I had to cut it down to size. The factory Grom chain is 108 link. This was a 120 link by the looks. First time doing this, so yeah, pretty fun little job, easy. You also may have noticed I took the little rod that was poking off my hair. I did the tail tidy, but the thing is, I commute this through winter, and as you can see, as you can't see, hang on a minute, that's a bit better. So as you can see, I've done the tail tidy on this, but because I commute and ride all through winter, it gets a little bit muddy back here. So I just had like a cheap little $30 AliExpress mud cover here. It looked much nicer. It's a lot more, you know, slimline compared to the big old nasty tails I have from factory. But $30 AliExpress, you get what you pay for, and she parted company at some point. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you learned a few things with that. But I haven't brought you out here to this beautiful little scenic spot here with Cecil and Walter Peak behind me for no reason. I got a little bit of a channel update. So I've been trying to get videos out every 2 to 3 weeks, and I've been reasonably successful. But I'm moving up to Christchurch. Queenstown here behind me has been my home for the last 13 years. But the housing market has just gone astronomical in that time. At about 2015, I was this close to buying a house, and it was just something like $30,000 more than we could really stretch for. Since then, the gap has grown and grown and grown and grown, and I'm as far as owning a house in Queenstown as I was when I was 21 years old. It's insane. So we're heading up to Christchurch. The housing market isn't so ruined up there, and we're hoping to buy in the next year or so. But it's going to be sad to say goodbye to beautiful old Queenstown here. It really has been a wonderful home for the last 13 years, but on to new adventures, let's say. So there's quite a bit to do to get moved up north, so the video schedule might be a little bit interrupted over the next couple of months, but I'm going to try and film it and maybe make a little vlog or two about the move. But as far as video content on the GT and on the Leone, for the Leone I've got another 2 episodes filmed already. That thing's back up and running now. I'll get those up on the channel after this one here. As for the Red GT, quite an expensive process to go through in that. From what I've found online, the car needs to be registered in my name for me to be able to export it. And the registration process in New Zealand costs about $800. I will also have to buy new brakes for it, which I've already ordered. I just need to purchase at some point. That's another $600. And then we're also going to need new tyres for it to get through compliance. What I might end up doing is just chucking my wheels from the daily onto it yet again to get it through compliance, and then chucking the crap back on there for export. Tyres are going to be much cheaper in the States than they are in New Zealand, so the buyer in America is going to be doing that himself. Anyway, once again, thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!